Hello, my name is Melody Ann. My pronouns are she, her, and I identify as bisexual.
My name's Adrian, my pronouns are he, him, and I identify as pansexual.
What does being bisexual or pansexual mean to you?
For me, being bisexual means being attracted to people of my own gender and being attracted to people of other genders.
I identify as pansexual. Pansexual includes all genders as well, so I suppose in that sense I identify as both pansexual and bisexual. I think a lot of people, if their bisexuality doesn't fall directly in the middle of that spectrum, especially if it falls more towards the hetero end of that spectrum, it can be easy to feel like a bit of an imposter, like you feel like you're a less than queer in some way.
Totally.
And so I struggled with that for a little while, and then I sort of met a lot more queer folks who were all over the spectrum, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just one of them.
What are some ways that bisexual or pansexual folks might choose to have sex?
Bisexual or pansexual folks might choose to have sex in ways that are the same as the ways heterosexual people might have sex, such as penetrative sex with a penis or a toy of that sort, as well as sex that homosexual people might have.
I mean, there's also, oral sex on a vulva, oral sex on a penis, oral anal sex, which is also known as rimming. Masturbation certainly counts as sex, whether it's something you do with a partner while you watch each other or just something you do on their own. That's still like a really important part of being sexual, and it's just as valid as partnered sex.
Does being bisexual or pansexual mean you must have sex in any particular way?
There is no one way that someone of any sexual orientation necessarily has sex. The range is enormous, and that's what's so great about it, isn't it?
Yeah, and sex can be seen kind of like a menu, whatever you and your partner, consent to and are both into.
What are some ways that bisexual or pansexual folks might practice safer sex?
Using barrier methods such as condoms, whether you're having sex with someone with a penis, or also using condoms on phallic sex toys if you're going to share them with a partner. An important part of the safer sex conversation is getting tested regularly, like sharing your STI, sexually transmitted infection status, with the person you're going to have sex with.
Of course.
Having those conversations.
Yeah.
What is something you wish the world knew about being bisexual or pansexual?
Well, at the top of the list for me there is the assumption that if you're bisexual, that your sexuality exists right in the middle of that sexuality spectrum. And I think it actually more often than not doesn't.
Another important thing that I feel that people should know are bisexuals exist. And it isn't just a phase, where you realize that you're actually straight or you're actually gay. Sexual orientation is more about like who you're attracted to, like in your heart and in your pants, and like, who you want to have sex with, or maybe who you want to be romantic or in a relationship with. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with your body count, so to speak, or who you've had sex with.
Yeah.
Yeah.